What's up, everybody? It's Oshogwe right here, guys. I'm going to give you guys my analysis for this week coming ahead. Alright, guys. So let's go straight into the analysis and what we are going to start from today. It's going to be Euro USD. The last week, Euro USD closed out very much bullish because Euro USD got to a very much determinant major support level and reacted from it very well, very well expected, right? What was my initial analysis? What was still my analysis and my initial analysis on Euro USD? Very simple. Euro USD to break out of this major support level to the downside, and this is going to be the next level for Euro USD, which is going to be this yellow bar. Alright, let me take away this guy. Alright, but going to the monthly time frame and looking at things from IA's perspective, the only reason and one of the main reasons why Euro USD came to the downside after getting to the middle here was because of this reaction from this third touch of this trend line, as well as forming a triple top here, which make the market, the price to come fall all the way down back to the neckline. Alright, so what are we looking at on Euro USD for this week? Alright, still to say, I'm still looking very much, this market is looking more bullish, more bullish on the higher time frame. I was actually looking bearish, but let's go down to our weekly time frame and see what's going on the weekly time frame. Alright, now on the weekly time frame, let's take a look at this guy. Let us give us further confusion. I'm actually looking very much bullish, not gonna lie. I'm still very much bullish on this time frame. But what are we looking at? Very simple. Market is actually giving us something they call market is actually at a point. Market is price is at a Fibonacci resistance zone support level. Let me show you guys. So from swing low to swing high, this Fibonacci is actually in conjunction with our support level, major support level, which is making the market react from not just one confirmation, but from two confirmations, showing us bullish momentum to the downside. But mind you, throughout for the past 2 weeks, I've been very much bearish. But where the market is right now, I'm still looking bearish, but I'm seeing bullish momentum. All right, I'm seeing bullish momentum. So what are the criteria that can make me very much bullish for the coming week ahead? This is it. So looking bullish at this area, we have seen that our weekly time frame has given us what bullish confirmation, which is the Fibonacci as well as the trend line, and the weekly candle closed very much bullish last week. Alright, closed very much bullish. Not just it closed above, it closed like a bullish engulfing. Alright, so going to the daily time frame, what am I looking for on the daily time frame? What I'm looking at is that this market is actually looking very much bearish. We've got higher highs, lower highs, lower low, lower highs, lower low. Then this market is looking to come and touch what? The third touch of the trend line. So looking at that, at the third touch of the trend line, what I'm expecting this market to do next is to come all the way, even if this market is still bearish, but for the meantime, this market is expected to come and touch this trend line, this upper part of the trend line, or not even touch that, but to come and test this my supply zone right about here. So our inner trend line has broken, and we know market moves from levels to levels. So market has broken our inner trend line level. Where is the next place? The market is going to test what? Our outer trend line level. And not just breaking our inner trend line level, market also broke our first supply zone. So since market was not able to respect the first supply zone, it's definitely going to respect the second supply zone. And looking at that, the market is moving to the next supply zone and going lower to our lower time frames. They are going to be looking very much bullish for the main time ahead. Alright? So now we can go to our forward time frame. We are looking very much bullish. Now going to our forward time frame, what can I see? I said that when market got to this level on our forward time frame, market created a higher high from this past high. What's that trying to tell us? That the market is having a minor bullish momentum. Aside that, the market came all the way here, created a higher high, broke structure of this. This was actually the downtrend, first touch, second touch, third touch. The market came here, broke structure, and is retesting this. This is my first supply zone that is now retesting it as new support. Alright, looking like a change of trend, which is a break of structure and a retest for a higher high from the downtrend. Alright, now drawing my Fibonacci from here to here, market has also respected my Fibonacci very well nicely. Alright, looking at this is looking like a Fibonacci play as well as a trend line play. Alright, I can remove this trend line because I'm actually looking to I need 2 points to draw my data. So this trend line is actually what I need to draw right now. Alright, so let's look at this from this area right about here. Okay, there's no trend line from this for this setup right about here. I'm going to just be using Fibonacci as well as my minor support zone. As my minor support zone. So where is the next thing that we're looking at now? For me, For me, I'm looking very much bearish. I'm looking to make about 90 pips on this trade. This is going to be a lot of pips though. So what am I looking at? Mind you, this market can start coming all the way to the downside. That's no problem. But if this market wants to come to the downside, I want to see a clear breakout of here, because I have a lot of spaces to make money all the way from here to there. All right. But right now, I'm actually looking for just little piece right here. All right. So what am I looking at here? I've seen the market change for a chart. Actually, I'm still very much bearish, but I'm seeing a little bullish momentum around this area, because this market can actually reach here, break out of here, and start coming all the way to the upside. You know, if it breaks out of here, we still have opportunities. We have trading opportunities to this area. So we have either ways. We just need to be flexible around opportunity anyway. We don't have to be putting our mindset that it's going down, so everything must come down, 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 down. That's not how the market is. You have to be flexible with the market, and whatever the market is giving you, you need to collect. All right. Now, seeing this on the 4-hour time frame, I've seen that this is not a lot of pips. Like I've said, I think I've said this before. The lower use your stop loss to gauge where you're going to be making your entries on the time frame. When you see a stop loss of like 20 pips, 30 pips, just know that your entries should be on the 1 hour, because you'll be seeing more candles on the 1 hour. Alright, but where your stop loss is looking like, the stop loss is looking like about, let me say, like 60 pips, 80 pips, 90 pips, then you know that you're looking for entries on the 4 hour, because the candles will be enough to show you something like that. Because right now, yeah, I can't use these candles to make my entries, so I have to go down to my 1 hour time frame, and I'll be seeing clear lower highs and lower low. Alright, see it? These are now clear lower highs and lower low. So what is the market doing from here? What I can see from this market here is this. Yes, this is what I can see from this market. Let me draw my this on the roots of the candle. Okay, good. Alright. Now what I can see is this. I would have loved to draw my trend line from here, but this line is too steep. I can't draw my trend line from here. So I've been a very nice trend line to draw as well, but I don't want to draw my trend line from here. It's looking too steep. Alright. So what am I looking for on Euro USD right now? Am I looking for a very bullish engulfing candle close? Probably I may use the 4 hour to enter it, alright, for further confirmation. But I would love to use the 1 hour to enter it, because if I use the 4 hour to enter it, it's not going to be bad. But the stop loss might now increase. You guys are not getting what I'm saying, because we're looking for a low peak move. This is just 90 pip move. 90 pip move is not a lot. So looking for the entries on the 1 hour, we reduce our stop loss, alright. But looking for it on the 4 hour, we may have higher stop losses like 50 pips. Do you get me? So our risk to reward may not be that high. But looking for it on the 1 hour or the 30 minutes may give us a more clear sniper entries. But entering on the 4 hour is not bad. It's just for further confirmations, alright. But looking at what's happening here, I'm actually expecting this market to like give me some movement, still give me some 1 hour candle movement to this downside right about here, because this is looking like the market is forming to form a left shoulder head, and market should come all the way to right, form a right shoulder, then give me a bullish engulfing out of here, then I can look for entries to the upside. That's just what I'm looking for on Euro USD. So going straight to GBP USD, let's go to our rolling time frame on GBP USD. Alright, so for GBP USD is actually a little bit different on what I'm looking for on GBP USD. GBP USD, we know triple top came all the way here. Market has not gotten to our neckline, which is this area right about here. But what I'm looking at on this GBP USD is this. Market is looking to form head and shoulder on our weekly time frame right about here. Because this is looking like a left shoulder, head, and right shoulder. So market is looking to form head and shoulder on GBP USD's weekly time frame. Alright, and if this head and shoulder hold, definitely this market is going to push to the upside. And if this head and shoulder doesn't hold, market will come all the way here, create a lower high, breaking structure and moving to the downside. But one of the things that I'm looking in conjunction for this head and shoulder pattern is that okay, market has gotten to this equal left shoulder right about here and is reacting from it. Not just that, the market has gotten to this trend line that is playing out right about here. Now with this trend line, we can also see that this trend line, if I am not mistaken, it is also in conjunction with something right about here. It is not really in conjunction with our Fibonacci. Okay, so Fibonacci is not really playing out here, except you want to put it on the bodies of the candle, then it can actually be playing out with the Fibonacci. But let's take away Fibonacci from now, and we can see that this market is actually trading right now below our middle bar, our middle black line, which is our middle zone. All right. Now, if we go to our daily time frame, we are seeing bullish momentum right about here in our GBP USD trade. All right. If we now go to, because generally we're actually bullish on GBP USD. We are very much bullish on GBP USD. All right. So if we go to our daily time frame, on GBP USD, What am I looking at on our daily time frame on GBP USD? Very simple, very simple. All right, market has come all the way here and has created a trend line which is playing right about. The trend line is playing right about here. Right, market broke above the trend line and it has closed. Market Thursday's candle closed above the trend line, while Friday's candle came all the way back with a bearish candle closing back into the trend line. And looking at this is looking like a third touch of the trend line that can do a lot of things on GBP USD. Alright, now what are we looking at on GBP USD on the 4-hour time? Mind you, you have to be very careful when trading GBP and Euro USD because they move most times hand in hand with each other. Alright, so it will not be actually nice if you are seeing bearish move. If you are seeing a bearish move on GBP USD, you are seeing Euro USD, you are seeing bullish entries, and you are seeing GBP USD selling setup. I only advise to take the one that is looking more clearer. Alright, if the one on GBP USD sales is clear and the one on Euro USD buy is not clear, go for the one on GBP USD. But if two of them are giving you the same direction, just go for the one that has clearer entries to your direction and take that one. Alright, because if you take that one can go in profit, and then the next one can actually fall in line and give you trades in that direction. Then you can now take your risk from Euro. Let's say you enter Euro USD first, bye. You can now take your risk from Euro USD, take some partial profits, set stop loss to break even. Then that risk that you were now risking on Euro USD before, you transfer it to GBP USD, and then you take the trade. Like that, you are not going to be risking, because if you take buy on Euro USD and GBP USD, most of the time they move hand in hand. So if you are getting stop out on Euro USD, you are also going to be getting stop out on GBP USD. Alright, so this is something I have noticed while trading these two pairs. Alright. Now, what am I looking at on GBP USD? It's not looking like the fourth touch of the trend line. But what am I looking at on GBP USD? For my GBP USD trade, I believe that this market only came all the way to this demand zone, this supply zone, to test this supply zone. And when market came all the way to this supply zone, it tested it and it's pushing to the downside. So what am I looking at on GBP USD? GBP USD is looking bearish on our lower time frames. But before I can think of entering any trade on GBP USD has to give me clear directions. Clear direction. Since this trend line is in play here, I've told myself on GBP USD, if I want to enter bearish trades on GBP USD, okay, I have my level, next level target to be this green bar here. So GBP USD has to come and give me a clear close, like a 4-hour candle close, right about here. If I can say a 4-hour candle close like this, then I can go to my 1 hour or 30 minutes time frame, look for some little retracement, then push GBP USD all the way to the downside. But before this can play out, because if this guy wants to come all the way to the downside, definitely Euro USD buying setup I'm looking for, we definitely know what. But what I'm also seeing on GBP USD on this time frame is actually this. If Euro USD trade setup is playing very well, then it means on this GBP USD, what we're actually looking at here is just looking like a breakout of the trend line and a retest. So this is looking like, let me take a look at this guy. Okay, let me move the first. So for GBP USD, this is actually looking like a breakout and a retest of the trend line. So if this actually is a breakout and a retest on the trend line, then our Euro USD trade will be valid. But Monday candles will determine what this guy wants to do next. So if this guy is actually a breakout of the trend line, then this is what we should be seeing next on GBP USD. GBP USD, what we should be looking at next on GBP USD is that this market will definitely be coming to somewhere around here, Fibonacci play, which is this next touch of this trend line right about here. So if GBP USD is going to be looking bullish, then you should be looking for entries after the breakout of here for further confirmation. If you see a breakout of this side, which is around here, you can see a breakout of this area right about here, a 4-hour candle close, they can bring stop losses below here, and then first TP will be here, then full TP will be all the way around this area right about there. So with that being said, GBP USD, I've actually seen reasons to buy as well. But if you want to sell GBP USD has to come and close below this zone here, and I can push GBP USD to the downside. Alright. So any which way, we are seeing trading opportunities to the upside as well as trading opportunities to the downside. But I'm actually favoring GBP USD more to the upside. Why? Because Euro USD is favoring more to the upside, and not just that. GBP USD has given us a first touch, a second touch, and a third touch. And actually, the fourth touch of the trend line is where the trend line is usually invalidated. Alright, and this is looking like the fourth of trend line has been invalidated, broken out, and it's looking to retest this because this last 4 hour candle close on Friday, closed a little bit, closed with a bullish candle. So it's looking like this, looking like a breakout retest. And if I should draw my Fibonacci from swing low to swing high, you can see that the market is respecting the 50 fib level. Alright, so this could look like a breakout and retest and a push to the upside, which is very much possible that GBP USD could be moving all the way to the upside. And we can see trading opportunities from somewhere around there. We are looking to look for trading opportunities up to about 200 pips. No, about 150 pips if I'm not mistaken. Let me see it clearly. Yes, we are looking at about 150 pips. So either in any which way we are looking at, we actually see 200 pips. Okay, not there actually, sorry. We're actually looking at it this area about there. So we're looking at about 70 pip move. Stop losses will come here. If you see the trade to play out the way we're expecting, entries will be around this area. Entries will be around there actually. Yes, entries will be around there because I will enter earlier because if I see, okay, scratch what I said before, but if I see a 4 hour candle close around this area, yes, if I can see, okay, bullish movement to the upside, if I can see a bullish engulfing around this area, I can decide to enter around here. Stop losses come below here, and then this will be my first TP, which is right about here. But if I want to be more conservative, I can be looking for 4 hour candle close above here, then go to my 30 minutes or my 1 hour for little retracement. Stop losses will now come all the way around this area. Then my first level target will definitely be here. So any which way, I'm actually looking for truth. And if it's the other way around, the market wants to go, if 4 hour candle close there, little retracement, then we can look for entries to the downside all the way from around here. Stop losses come below this area right about here, and we have trading opportunity to the downside. If you notice both trades, they are looking as 1:3. So either which way, we are looking for trades opportunities. So for GBP USD, like I said, GBP USD can, when GBP USD wants to come all the way, I've told you, GBP USD come all the way to the downside, I will wait for a candle close. Like this major resistance support level can do a lot of things. So I don't want issues with that. And for wow guys, wow, S&P 500, damn, I should have closed my trade on SPX, damn. Fuck. I didn't set my TP. I need to start setting TP sometimes. My TP, I have hit TP. Damn, guys, see. This was my full TP. This is my full TP right about here. So I'm actually going to go to my MT5 right about now. Probably tomorrow because the candle is market is closed now. So tomorrow morning I will just close all my trade on XPX because XPX has gotten to my TP. Because this rejection can actually start making the market to move to the upside. So I'll go now and I'll close all my trades on XPX. Let me check the trade on XPX. I should be in a lot of profit by now. I've actually closed the trade on SPX. See? And on 1 hour time frame, this is looking like a morning star. Well, that's not bad. My trade on SPX. Okay, I've actually closed it. I've closed my trade on SPX. So what am I looking at on XPX for now? For XPX, XPX has gotten to where I wanted to get to, which was this bar here. I was totally out when XPX was, because I said this is coming here, I knew it. So what am I looking at on XPX now? For XPX, if XPX breaks below this yellow bar, this is the next level target. Alright? But XPX can start moving all the way to the upside from where it is right about now, because this is looking like a Fibonacci play. From here to here, Fibonacci. Chop price. So XPX is looking to have Fibonacci play at that level about this. This thing is too big. Listen to this up. Something like this is enough. Good. Okay. So even if I'm actually still looking bearish on SPX, and I'm seeing overall is bullish, but for my bearish move, I've told you guys yellow bar breakout, then we know this is the next level target here. And for my bullish move, I want to see a breakout of this trend line that is placing out right about here. Good. Now we can go to our 4 hour time frame and see what is going on, because we've made a lot of touches and this market can decide to start coming all the way to the upside right about here. So we can take away all these guys. Yes, SPX, thank you. You've given me a little bit of money, no problem. Now what am I looking at on XPX? XPX can come here, form double bottom and start pushing all the way to the upside. That's XPX. XPX can do that. XPX can do that. But I'm still looking very much bearish. This inner trend, this bearish inner trend line can actually play out to be something. Yes. So this market can break out of here, then can go to somewhere like the 1 hour time frame and look for opportunities. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm looking for opportunities in this area right about here. Good. So for SPX, I'm having bearish momentum, but if I say a breakout of here to the upside, then I'll be looking bullish. So SPX, Fibonacci play around this area. So this is my supply zone on XPX. Supply zone on XPX. Supply zone. So market should just retrace towards this area. If I see a bearish engulfing to the downside, and I'm looking for entries, but I want it to come in conjunction with my supply zone and can come and touch this trend and know when I see injections, I'll start selling it. Alright, so we have opportunities to the downside. That's what's going on BTC. BTC! Everybody say BTC! You guys should leave BTC for now, yeah? For the rest, they are not giving us opportunities, so that's my time and peace out.